everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany and today we're going to do an unboxing. I'm so excited. So we're going to unbox this box I got from Yoseka, and I feel like it's been forever since I ordered a pen. I'm kind of taking it slow this year. Yeah, slower than all my previous years. And so I'm really excited anytime I have the opportunity to buy a new fountain pen, and this one is not going to disappoint because it's exciting. So let's do face down so you can see what's in this box. All right, so this is a very small order. I did pick up a few other things. So here's the pen. Here's the other things. All right, so let's do the other things. I always put really cute washi. Zoom down. Really cute washi. And you can kind of save that to the side. Let's see what the postcard is. Where's my postcard? Oh no, I didn't get a postcard. Oh yes, I did. Okay. So, Yoseka highlights. Can't believe we're already nearly halfway through the year. This is edition 15. Awesome. Okay, so we got the card. I did pick up some stickers, and I got these two. I thought these were fun. This is definitely for spring. I love to go to the farmer's market, so I feel like this would fit pretty well. I do plan to plant some plants, so we'll see how far that goes. And yeah, then this one, the doing sticker, I thought this was really cool. Just fun images of school stuff. Yeah, I thought it would be something to brighten up my spread. So got those two. I have a note, and I'm not going to read it. I'm going to read it later. We get a couple of stickers. Oh, these are cool. These are new. I don't have these. And then I got some pens. So these are the pens I got. I did own a black one. These are the Jetstream, Uni Jetstream, and they are the ones that have the black that has like more ink in the black, because people tend to use black pens ink more often. It is multicolored, so you do get the red and the blue, and I decided to get it in the green and this like creamy off-white color, light gray color. And they are a little girthier than your traditional Uni Jetstream. So these are, I feel like they're slightly girthier than the Hobonichi Techo, just kind of slightly, yeah. But the ink is so smooth, and it doesn't feel like you don't have to put too much pressure, and it just writes so nice, and it's just comfortable. I decided to get the 0.7 and 0.5. Last time I think I only had the 0.5, so I'm excited to see how they both compare in size to each other. But my black one is no longer with me because I went to a allergist appointment and they took my pen. So I don't have that pen anymore. And ever since that day, I was like, I need to get more. I need to get more. And I've been putting these in my cart, Yoseka, for a while, but I wanted to get a few more things. So I put it on pause until I can get a couple more things. Anyway, so I have these. Set those aside. And before we get into the next item, let me just quickly do a quick pen test. So let's test out the 0.7 for you. Uni Jetstream 0.7. And I guess all of these would be 0.7. Still very comfortable. And I think it would still write well. Okay. Uni Jetstream. Am I spelling that right? Yeah. Jetstream 0.5. Slightly thinner. Definitely can fit in the smaller boxes in the planner. But I don't think that they're like drastically different. Maybe in the way that they feel. But anyway, these are fun and they write well. They last forever. Like I didn't even get to use up all the ink, and I've had that one for I think almost a year, the previous pen. All right, so let's get into this one. If you know, you know. Okay. Not sure if I'm in love with the Pilot cases. I don't like the plasticky cases. La la, it's a capless. Wow, this is so pretty. Did I just... Oh, there we go. Oh my. Let's see. Oh, and we get a ink cartridge, and we get this little guy, very little, Con 40. All right. We are going to use some ink today. So this is a mouthful. This is the Nagasawa Original Vanishing Point in the Decimo, and it has the Kobe Gradation Kaigen Stone Gray. Oh, it's not. There we go. It's actually really pretty in person. This gray, especially the lighter parts, look like an off pink gray, kind of like a dirty pink. Just slightly, like maybe pinky purple. I don't know. It doesn't look, it just looks really pretty. Trying to show you. So I decided to get in abroad because that's all they had left, since I decided to wait super late to get it. They have this in the rhodium trim, which is the one I have, and also in gold. And I wish I would have gotten the gold trim, but I put it in my cart and waited too long and it was gone. So that was, oops, unfortunate. And I am excited to try a broad. So I don't have any broad Vanishing Point fountain pens. So slightly it's a pretty big tip on there. So we'll see how it writes. Oh man, the Vanishing Point Decimo, or the Con 40, is definitely doesn't hold a lot of ink. And I just know that with this being abroad, I'm going to go through ink like crazy, which actually might be a great thing for me because I like to change my inks around. Sometimes it's hard for me to finish a full, like, 2.5 millimeters of ink in a fountain pen, especially when I have multiple fountain pens. So this might be ideal. And I think I've probably talked about this. I kind of go in these cycles, and as the years progress, I, fall back to things I liked before, move on to things I liked after that, and it just goes in a circle. Okay, so I decided to show you, I guess, my collection of vanishing points at this point. So, of course, my very first vanishing point was back in 2012, I think. 2012. Oh my gosh. That was like 10 years ago? What? No, that was like 12 years ago. Oh my gosh, I can't even do math right now. Anyway, I remember I got this when I got my first like real job, and I was showing one of my coworkers, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I got this like super expensive pen. I can't believe I did it, but I finally did it." And I guess you could say it's just memorable because I always remember that moment. And my coworker, my friend at the time, he thought it was the coolest thing too. Then I got this Decimo, which is really pretty. And then I didn't do anything for a very long time and moved on to a million other different pens. And then recently, this year actually, I landed on this one. I feel like it's not quite like my style of pens. This white and black one, and when I think about it, I kind of wish I would have gotten something with a little bit more like shine, something like rhodium plated or gold plated. There was very limited options at the time, and I was thinking, oh, I don't want anything that's too shiny. It is what it is. So I got this one, but I did get a very special grind on it, so that's exciting. And then we have this guy. So broad, then I got the medium, and then I have an extra fine on this one. So let's ink up this one and let's just check it out and see how it writes. So at first I wanted to go with Kalamo from Stipula, but I didn't want to be boring, so I'm going to go with Shinkai Iro Shizuku. And I know this color is going to be beautiful. Look at that. It's so pretty. I really wanted to go with the ink that it's supposed to match the barrel, or the ink that Yoseka had suggested, but they got sold out and I was slow, unfortunately. Maybe I can find it at a different vendor. But I have to keep looking. Or maybe Yoseka will bring them back sometime soon. I do like gray colors as long as it's interesting. And I like the ones that they showed, or at least I think I like them. So I'm just going to line that up and twist that on. And while I have this one inked up, I'm also going to ink up my Decimo with the Stipula. The other Decimo. So you could see the medium and the broad. And that would be fun. So I'm pulling out a notebook. This is a 2024 Common Planner from Sterling Ink. And let's just have some fun. So I'm surprised I don't even have the sticker on this one. I usually keep the stickers on. I wonder if I took it off on purpose or maybe it never came with it. I can't remember. Okay, so let's zoom in close. Pilot Vanishings. So this is the medium. I think my main problem with this one and why I don't use it as often is because I need to get it tuned. The thing that bothers me the most is that it just doesn't lay out a even line. I feel like ink gets clogged. I don't know if that's just because the tines are too close together, but it is frustrating. Sometimes a lot comes out and then sometimes a little comes out. Okay, so let's check out the broad. It's almost the same. Right? It's not that much different. I do think this one probably needs a little bit of tuning. I'm just gonna floss. But it does seem like it's not as smooth as it could be. Or maybe it's just the way I was holding. So, now it is a gold nib, so there are some differences in line width depending on how much pressure. Obviously, you don't want to put too much pressure. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. But I think it's the way I'm holding it. Sometimes I hold my pens really high and they just don't feel as comfortable as when I hold them low, but I do find that my hand gets more tired when I'm at a lower angle than when I'm at a higher angle. And so I do switch between angles, and having a pen nib that can do both, which a lot of my pens can, is more ideal. So maybe this is one of those pens I need to get. Tuned, maybe a grind to fit my angle or the angle of writing. Let's see, reverse. It is not comfortable, but you can see some letters come out. This is Shinkai. Just drawing the bottle. Anyway, I am so happy with this. I love this pen. I love the color of the pen, really, is what I love the most. Anyway, this is going to be fun. I think I have to kind of discover what kind of grind I want to add to, I think, both of my fountain pens, my vanishing points, and hopefully I'll be able to go to get some grinds done at the DC pen show, if I can make it, hopefully. I don't know. I'm still kind of, things are coming up that I wasn't expecting, so it's making it a little bit hard for me, but I would definitely considering getting some work done if I do end up going. So happy to get this. Any of you guys got it? If so, let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next video.